And we're back to learning Photoshop in a year, day 330. Let us go over the basics of the eraser tool. At first, I'll create a little brush stroke, just like this on a new layer. And the eraser tool right here has the shortcut E, this little rubber icon. And you're gonna have, yet again, this brush, so you can set up the size, hardness, just like we did with all of the brush tools that I've talked about so far. Here, for example, is a hard round brush. Here, soft round, and it eliminates the black stripe that we've created using the brush, and you can use that basically on all elements, and even the background here, the white background. Let me create something else here. Once again, I use the brush tool, then the eraser tool. And you can see we've got opacity and flow, and these are the two most important values. As I said, basically the intensity of the eraser. You can see I can also apply that on the background. So I can erase the white layer 0 here, and then we get this checkerboard design. If you go down with the opacity, you're still going to erase it. Here, for example, the black elements. And even the background. But opacity will leave you a little bit of what you've got there, in our case, the black color. Let's do that again on a fully black background. I'll go down step by step using the opacity, first 100%, then 50%. It's a little bit more grayish here at 50%. Let me go to around 10, and you can see it leaves even more of the black color. 1% would look like this. So there's one way to adjust the intensity of the eraser. And if we use flow, it kind of looks like it does the same. So 100% looks like this, 50% is that, 25%. You could say it leaves gradually more of the original color, in this case black. So whatever you want to erase, with a lower flow, it's gonna stick a little bit. So what is the difference between flow and opacity if it looks like it does the same? Well, the main difference is that opacity sets a specific limit. So if I make that 5% and now I go over this in circle fashion and I don't release. So I just left click, drag, and then go over it time and time again. And now I do the same with flow of 5%. And you can see it gets way wider for the flow than it does for the opacity. And that's because opacity really specifically sets this limit, and you cannot go beyond it. And for flow, this is not the case. It sets a limit basically for applying it once, but if you go over it time and time again, it adds this limit more and more. And this becomes obvious if we use opacity like this. So I left click drag. And then I left click, go up and down without releasing. And for the third example, I go down and then I release, and then I go down again with a left click. So for each stroke of the eraser, I release my mouse and then I left click again for the next stroke. You can see that here in my history. So I haven't just applied one step of erasing it, but multiple. And therefore this gets added time and time again. And that's the behavior of the opacity. Here, if you don't release it, 5% will be your limit. And flow doesn't have that behavior. So if I make opacity 100%, flow 5%, and I left click drag without releasing, and I go up and down, it gets added multiple times, even though I've only added one eraser here in the history. And that's the big difference between the two. Just try it out yourself and you're gonna understand what I mean. And these are the basics of the eraser tool in Photoshop. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.